Hello everyone and welcome to a truly amazing game and definitely an inspiring one. A subscriber sent me saying he sacrificed his queen 3 times, and like I said in the previous video, I often get game subscribers played, and sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not that nice, but this one I felt that it was necessary to show everyone, as it's really a beautiful game. It's between a player on chess.com with a handle Ivan Shkvir rated 1697 and a player named Belhabibmahiiii rated 1704. So let's dive straight into it. You guys will enjoy it, and some of you have been asking in the previous videos, is it necessary to wear a hoodie when we're watching a game between two hoodie guys? Like, it's not necessary, but if you're already wearing one, I imagine you will enjoy the game much more. So let's dive straight into it. Ivan has the white pieces and he opens with e4, or maybe it's Ivan. Who knows? We have c5 going for the Sicilian defense by Belhabibmahiiii, knight to f3, e6, and now pawn to d4. C captures on d4, knight captures, and now usually you would see something like knight f6 and then we go into the knight or for something like that, but here the immediate pawn to a6. This is the Khan variation of the Sicilian. Knight to c3 and now queen to c7. We have bishop to e2 and now knight to c6, and white just captures on c6. So knight captures on c6, and there are many games that reach this position. It's not unusual to have this, like Grishuk had it against Yanni Pomniachtchi. Their game ended in a draw. B captures on c6 was played. Also Alireza Firuza had it against Master Vasilis. Also B captures on c6 was played, and it's a principled idea to capture towards the center. However, here we have D captures on c6, which is not all that common. There are some games that reach this position. For example, castles is a known move, a4 is a known move, but here we have pawn to g3, and it is now as of move 8 that we have a completely new game between these two gentlemen. And now we have knight to f6, developing the knight, sort of inviting e5, but not right away, as the queen on c7 covers that square. But also g3 being played, you might have to worry about bishop to f4 at some point. Not right away, you can always block it with e5, so it remains to see where the bishop will be developed, and that is to the g5 square. So bishop g5, bishop to e7, not worrying about now bishop captures, because bishop can recapture on f6. We have castles by white, and now pawn to h6. Bishop back to f4, inviting black to play e5, which black does. Pawn to e5, bishop to e3, and now a nice developing move with the bishop. Bishop to h3 comes with tempo as the rook on f1 is hanging. We have rook to e1, and now again developing with tempo, rook to d8. So a very principled play by black, attacking the queen on d1, queen to c1 now, and now pawn to h5. You could castle right away, but Belhabibmahiiii wanted to gain more than just a nice game. So pawn to h5, he wants to play pawn to h4, open up the h file for his rook. And here, okay, you have to be very careful, but if you play something like f3, then the game continues. Nothing special is happening here. You can now play knight to d1, knight to f2, kick away the bishop from h3. If black continues with the attack with something like h4, you can even play g4. Now the bishop is trapped on h3, so this would be good for white. However, in the game, white overreached a little bit. White played pawn to f4, but white did not realize that it was in fact black who's attacking here. There will be no attack here from white. So pawn to h4, now comes f captures on e5, queen captures on f5, and just bishop to f4. And while this is a very nice square for the bishop, attacks the queen, guards the g3 square, you've left this diagonal open. So bishop to c5 with check, king to h1, and now there are many ways to win this position for black, but there is only one truly impressive way. So feel free to pause the video and try to find the best move for black while I give you a couple of seconds. So for those of you who were able to do it, congratulations on remembering that the title of the video is, well, sacrificing the queen 3 times. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, it is h captures on g3. This is the quickest way to win, and this is what our good friend Belhabibmahiiii played. Now the point is, if white accepts the queen, bishop captures on f3, then just g2 is checkmate. With the bishop covering this diagonal, the g1 square is not available to the white king. So this is off limits. what can you play here after h captures on g3? Well, he finds a way to continue. He plays bishop to f3. Of course, this now guards the g2 square, so g2 is impossible. But Belhabib continues in the absolute strongest fashion, and that is queen to h5. Offers his queen a second time, again with the same idea. The bishop cannot leave control of the g2 square. If bishop captures, g2 is just checkmate. So is there a way to continue this game? Well, here rook to e3 was played, defending the bishop, but whatever you play is insufficient here. Even if you try to give up the queen, it will not help you. Like bishop captures, rook captures, and now look at this, bishop to g2 check, even sacrificing the bishop. And now after king captures is just a queen captures on h2 check, king to f1 and queen to f2 will be checkmate. But in the actual game, rook to e3 was played, defending the bishop, but bishop, well, you don't need to defend the bishop. You need to keep the bishop somehow, but whatever white played, there was no saving this position. Now comes the actual queen sacrifice. Queen captures on f3 with check, and this one you really can't decline. You can play king to g1 and then queen will just deliver checkmate. So rook captures on f3 was played, and now the move that was lurking, for the duration of the entire attack, that is pawn to g2. This was played, and it was in this position on move 21 that Belhabibmahiiii delivered this spectacular checkmate, offering his queen 3 times before it actually happened, but only the 3rd time was the queen accepted. So okay, he titled the email, "I sacrificed my queen 3 times," when in fact it was offered 2 times and accepted 3 times. But people always argue whether it's a queen sacrifice if you've merely offered a queen and your opponent declines it. I believe it still is. Just the offer of the queen is enough to deem it a sacrifice, I would say. But yeah, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You see, you don't have to be 2700 to play a brilliant game and to sacrifice a queen not once, not 2 times, but 3 times. You can also do it at any rating. And here, I mean, it's a game basically between two 1700 players where they played a very nice theory. It was a very nice game, and then white at some point just overreached with this f4 idea. With f3, the game still continues. It's a fine position for both, but f4 is just asking too much out of the position, and black punished it in the most beautiful way possible. That's it for this game. Thank you guys for watching. If you play a game like this, be sure to send it to me. I will show it for everyone to enjoy, as that is why we are here to enjoy chess games. If you have some 2 to 3 games saved and you have a really nice one, do send it over. I will definitely go over it, and if it's a nice one, I will share it with everyone, because I go through all of the games you guys send me. It's not like I don't do it, but they are rarely as fine as this one. That's the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would like to thank Seshadri Subramanian, Erin is the best fiance, Marcus Grebel, Wesley the Greatest, and James Chambers for your contribution to my channel. Thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon, continuing to check up on your wonderful suggestions and whatever else happens in the chess world. So thank you all. I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your day. And I forgot to mention that after the game, his opponent, who just lost this game, messaged him and complimented him on the beautiful moves that he played, which if you play online, you know that's usually not the case. If you play a beautiful game, your opponent will just send you a message saying you're a cheater, you're an engine user, say some nasty words. But no, here Ivan Shapir complimented him, and well, that's just a way to really appreciate chess, because you don't just appreciate winning, you appreciate when your opponent plays a brilliant game as well. Yeah, that's it. See you soon. Have an excellent rest of your day.